Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Friday. Hope everybody's week is going well and that the final day of the work week is off to a good start. So, this morning I'm in my study, and one of the topics that's standing out to me this morning is forgiveness. Uh, we're in a world today where forgiveness isn't something very common. A lot of people don't practice forgiveness, a lot of people don't care to forgive. We live in a world where it's constantly trying to get even, get revenge, trying to figure out how we can make that person feel what we're, you know, going through, or how they made us feel, or what they've done to us, and show them. Well, the Bible is very clear in the complete opposite of that. Ephesians 4:32 says, "And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake hath forgiven you." So, when Christ was crucified at Golgotha, he forgave every one of us for everything that we could ever do. He knew what we would end up doing. He knew where we would end up being. He knew how bad things could get and what we could do to make things worse. And he died for all that. He went up there and was crucified. He didn't have to do it. He didn't have to go to the cross. He didn't have to take the lashes on the back. He didn't have to suffer. But he chose to, because that's what it would take for forgiveness of sin. And there's no way that we could ever repay him for that. But if he can forgive us, then we must also forgive. In James 5:16, it says, "Confess your faults one to another and pray one for another that ye may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of the righteous man availeth much." So, in fact, not only are we instructed to forgive one another, but to pray for one another. And see, prayer works wonders. When you take that prayer and you pray for forgiveness for somebody, you're not only praying for your forgiveness, you're praying for God to convict them and show them what it is that they're doing to need forgiveness. If they're talking ill-willedly, or they're saying things out of line, talking bad about you, making you look bad, saying this, saying that. Whenever you pray for those folks, you're asking God, hey, please show them what it is they're doing. But instead of letting the flesh take control and push you to a point where you do something that you might regret, it boils down to asking God, and that's also ties into faith. You have faith that God can change the situation versus trying to take it into your own hands. And I mean, that's going to be better than anything that we could ever accomplish. I mean, yeah, what? So we prove something. We say something rude back to them, and then next thing you know, everybody's upset, or things get out of hand, progresses forward. But that's not the answer. The Bible is very clear about being forgiving of whatever it is that they've done, but not only being forgiving, but pray about that. Pray for forgiveness for them. Pray for these folks, because chances are they need it just as bad as we do. Pray on whatever it is that they've done to you, whatever wrong they've done, whatever they've done to hurt you, because there is nothing that compares to what Christ endured on the cross at Golgotha for all of us. So that's my intake for the morning, out of the daily reading, and I hope it helps somebody. Y'all have a great week, and God bless.